JBN, we keep you informed. Two district constables died suddenly hours apart. Two police district constables died suddenly hours apart on Monday, June 1. One of them, Maurice Walker, 62, reportedly collapsed at the Crossroads police station, where he was assigned shortly after he completed a 10-hour shift. President of the District Constables Association, Damien Pryce, said that Walker served for 35 years and was set to retire next week. According to Pryce, he was found unresponsive in his barracks at the station shortly before 7 p.m. and later pronounced dead at the Kingston Public Hospital. 4 hours earlier, Tamara Da Costa, 42, was pronounced dead at the Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James. Da Costa was assigned to detention and courts in the St. James Police Division. According to Pryce, she complained about chest pains after completing her duties at the Montego Bay Police Station early Sunday and was admitted in hospital. She is not known to have any medical issues, so it is puzzling to us, he said. He's appealing to members of the security forces to take time out from work for proper medical screening. Pryce said the deaths come at a time when the association was getting ready to launch an improved welfare system that would make life more comfortable for members. He described Walker and Da Costa as hard workers who will be missed. A total of 45 cops died last year from lifestyle diseases, according to data compiled by the Jamaica Police Federation, which represents members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force up to the rank of inspector. PNP settles all 63 candidates for upcoming general elections. The Executive Committee of the People's National Party PNP has deliberated and approved at its meeting on Monday night the final 4 candidates to complete the slate of all 63 candidates for the next general election. The candidates approved are Raymond Pryce for St. Catherine East Central, Keith Brown for St. Anne Northeast, Donald Jackson for Manchester Northeast, and George Hamilton for St. James Northwest. PNP General Secretary Julian Robinson said, "I am pleased that we now formally have all 63 candidates in place for the elections, 80% of which have been in place for the last 18 to 24 months. We are focused on preparing ourselves for the upcoming elections." In light of the ongoing COVID-19 virus and the impending elections, Robinson says the executive also took the decisions that party groups will have until June 30 to submit their annual general meeting forms and other supporting documents. It also decided that all divisional, constituency, and regional conferences have been postponed due to the restrictions on public gatherings. Robinson said the executive committee concluded its deliberations with the next meeting of the parliamentary group set for Monday, June 8 at a venue to be determined. Kingston woman allegedly killed husband with hot oil. The police have now charged 32-year-old cashier Melissa Sinclair, 32, of an East Kings House Road, St. Andrew address with the murder of her common-law husband, 38-year-old taxi operator Orville Pitter, of the same address. Reports are that on May 14, Sinclair and Pitter had a dispute during which he poured a pot of hot oil all over his body, causing severe burns. He ran from the house and sought assistance at the University Hospital of the West Indies, where he was admitted in a serious condition. He was later transferred to the intensive care unit where he died on Monday, May 25. Sinclair was taken into custody, where she gave the police a cautioned statement. She was also interviewed in a question and answer session and subsequently charged. A court date has not yet been announced. Teen suicide shocks family. Maternal instinct jolted Joan Watson into realizing that something was wrong when her 17-year-old daughter, Kristen Davis, had not returned from her room sometime after eating a meal on Monday evening. Little did Watson know that the desperate search for her daughter would end with her chubby figure hanging by a telephone cord from a pear tree in their backyard. It is unclear what drove the teenager to end her life, but there are theories that she might have been troubled by psychological trauma from a nagging back injury and the life changes caused by her limping gait. "Me never know me picking that plant to kill herself," Watson said tearfully, as she sat under a tree looking at a graduation picture of Christiane from New Providence Primary and a Valentine's Day card signed by her daughter. The Mona Common St. Andrew family was in mourning on Tuesday as he recalled Chrissy's ambition of becoming a doctor. An aunt of Christian said that she was shocked at the tragic turn of events and what seemed to be a normal day when the 17-year-old had reportedly shown no signs of stress. Yesterday she did at the yard fine. I'll interview her nephews. I pretend like said him there one job interview. It took us by surprise, said the aunt, who requested not to be named. The family traced Christian's pain to a freak accident on Easter Sunday when she fell from a mango tree and sustained serious injuries to her back. Christian's aunt is convinced that the back injury, robbing her of much of her independence, had been playing on her mind. The stratospheric cost of medical intervention and therapy may have also added to the pangs of immobility. She can't bend, and she have to call other family members to assist her. The plates cost $600,000, and she was probably wondering where the money going to come from, the aunt said. Christian, a student of Kingston High, took her life 1 month shy of her 18th birthday, and a year after the death of her beloved dad, with whom she had a very close relationship. He also died on a Monday. Watson is haunted by her recollection of the lead-up to Christian's tragic end after having what turned out to be the Last Supper. She sat down when the till about 4 or 5 o'clock. She get up and said, "Mommy, I'm ready for my dinner, you know." I was going to tell her to share it, but I said, "Let me go and do it," the teen's mom said. She take it and go inside her room as she eat and wash her plate and turn it down and go back inside her room. That would be the last time Watson would see her daughter alive. Watson said that Christian went back inside her room and started to scribble something on paper, but remains baffled where the sheet is now or what was written. The family is, however, strongly denying claims that a dispute with an older sibling hours earlier may have triggered Christian's ultimate action. Around 6:30, Watson became suspicious of her daughter's absence and went to Christian's room. "Me say, but she not pass me outside. So me look under her bed and me don't see her. And me say, Chrissy, run where you know." Even that eventuality would have left her with a thread of hope. But when Watson ventured outside, she ended up screaming uncontrollably at the sight of the swinging frame of Chrissy. A frantic call for help saw Christian's siblings running to Watson's assistance, but they were too late. Relentless attempts at CPR and shouts for the teen to wake up could not bring her back. The family is now left with only memories of Christian's jovial spirit. She make you laugh, she run joke, she talk all type of things. She was a happy child when she was small, so I don't know what trigger off from she get big, said Watson. But reflections on Christian's Easter mishap indicate that the suffering associated with the injury might have scarred her mentally as well. According to her mother, Christian often lamented pain in her side and wanted to visit a doctor. "Sometimes should I say, Mommy, I wonder if me should be dead when me drop out of the tree. When me did I drop out, me see my whole life flash in front of me. And me say, me not bother want it again. Me want to live," Watson said. Holness names travel bubble countries. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says people entering the island directly from any of Jamaica's travel bubble countries will face an easier re-entry process. The Prime Minister described the travel bubble as countries which pose the lowest risk of spreading the virus. Speaking in the House of Representatives, Holness said countries in the travel bubble will be governed by modified protocols which will speed up the re-entry process. The countries include Antigua and Barbuda, Barbados, the Cayman Islands, Montserrat, Grenada, Trinidad and Tobago, Turks and Caicos, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, and St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Holness noted, however, that everyone entering the island will be screened. Screening is not optional, the Prime Minister said. The process will include a temperature check and observation of symptoms at the airport and a health risk assessment. Based on the risk profile, the public health officer may require the visitor to be quarantined in a state facility or home quarantine. Police seeking help to identify a body. Detectives attached to the Major Investigation Division are seeking the public's assistance in identifying the body of a man believed to be in his early 40s who was shot and killed in downtown Kingston in the vicinity of the Coronation Market. The body is of dark complexion, slim build, 5 feet 10 inches long, with a dreadlocks hairstyle, and was clad in a brown t-shirt, green merino, and blue jeans shorts. The body was discovered on Sunday, May 11. Anyone with information that can assist in identifying the body may contact the MID at 876-758-5048, Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Indicom investigators to begin wearing body cameras. The Independent Commission of Investigations, Indicom, has said starting June 15, some of its investigators will begin wearing body cameras. In a news release Tuesday afternoon, Indicom said the investigators will be outfitted with the cameras while at incident scenes, interviewing officers, attending police stations to gather documents, and when taking accounts from eyewitnesses. It said members of the investigative teams for its eastern and the southeastern regions will be deployed with the body-worn cameras for a 2-month trial period. Indicom said the cameras will be visible and the persons will be informed that the device is being utilized. Commissioner of Indicom, Terrence Williams, said the cameras are useful monitoring tools for the maintenance of the Commission's professional standards, training, and detecting or refuting allegations of misconduct. He said at the end of the trial period, operational issues will be assessed before the cameras are widely distributed to all Indicom investigative staff. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember, subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.